Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. I'm Steven, and tonight, whenever the heck you're watching this, we are getting into another head-to-head. We have a rematch today. We have the returning champion, John J. Bowman Single Barrel, going up against Blantons. This time, it's a single barrel pick. Alright, so we got a rematch on our hands. Previously, we put Blantons up against John J. Bowman. Bowman wiped the floor with Blantons. If you're looking for that video, I'm going to go ahead and pin it right up here. It was a pretty solid battle. I clearly like the Bowman. Is this maybe better than the normal Blantons that I originally put up against this? Is it maybe better? Who knows? Who knows? We're about to get into it. But just like every other pick, so the previous one, this one's a single barrel, 50% ABV, around $50. This, usually I think they're around 55-ish now. It is a warehouse age, Rick number 2, 93 proof, barrel number 39, dumped on 2/21/19. That's essentially it. Essentially just a barrel pick of Blantons, which again, it being a single barrel, we're going to see mad variance. And so this is one of the better Blantons picks. So this is the cream of the crop of this. This is just, well, the normal crop from Bowman. So is this going to knock out this time? Who knows? We're about to find out. Just like every other head-to-head, I have two glasses in front of me. One labeled glass A and then another labeled glass B. So we're gonna go ahead and nose, palate, finish, score these together, see which one is better. I think the Bowman still has a lead, but I'm curious. So we just gotta get into it with whatever the heck's in glass A on the nose. Ooh, this one's sweet. There is something, I know I talk a lot of crap about Buffalo Trace products because they're just so hard to find, and if you usually find them, you're paying too much. And part of me, as soon as something gets like hyped up, I want to hate on it. But I mean, Buffalo Trace does make pretty good whiskey, and this one's super sweet. Little bit of chocolate and caramel. Nice like butterscotch, like buttery popcorn. Obviously that typical like cherry, maybe a little bit of like a lemon lime citrus going on in there. Little bit of like that typical baking spices, but the main most dominant notes is like a nice like caramel butterscotch and then a little bit of like a chocolatey note. Overall, really, really good nose. I mean, both of these are going to be super inviting, I'm assuming, because I don't have any issues with either of these except for the fact that, you know, they're kind of hard to find. So let's go ahead and get on to glass B. This one's a little bit fruitier. Nice like caramel, vanilla. Getting a nice like strawberry and cherry on there. Little bit of like an oak. This one reminds me kind of like of a strawberry shortcake. It's a little bready, sweet caramel, vanilla, nice buttercream frosting. And like, it's just very like strawberry, like red vines all the way. A little, like almost like candied red vines. The most dominant notes is that like strawberry cherry note and then a lot of like caramels and vanillas. It's not like super dark or whatever, but again, these noses were very, very similar. The only difference is I'm getting more fruits on B and then more of like a chocolatiness on A. Let's go ahead and get on the palate, starting off with glass A. Ooh, that's sweet. Cinnamon, vanilla, oak. So much cherry. There's a lot of cherry. It's like almost like a medicinal cherry. A little bit of like a chocolatiness in there as well. That one's good. I like it. I like it. Let's go ahead and get on to B. This one's a lot more caramel, vanilla, tart green apple, a little bit of oak. Honey, vanilla, lemon pound cake almost. It's good too. These are both actually really, really good. Finishes are kind of comparable. Yeah, that one's good. There's like a weird tart green apple on glass B that I'm not totally loving. I think overall, if I'm gonna have to give it to one, I'm gonna say glass A is better. I know I ran through this a little bit quicker than I typically do. I just didn't want to like kill the same notes of like constantly going over Bowman or a different Blantons. Glass A, a little bit thicker, a little bit darker notes, a little bit longer finish. Not by much. They're pretty close. I'm just being super judgmental right now. A, it's a little bit darker, a little bit longer finish. I like that chocolatey note that I'm getting. And then, I really like the nose on A or B as well. It was just the palate towards the finish, like that second half, I started getting like this like tart green apple that kind of threw me off because it was like overly tart and sour. So, I kind of killed the palate a little bit for me when I'm comparing these two. Both are actually really close. Like these are really good bottles. I definitely think whichever one is the Blantons, it's definitely better than the standalone. So, I mean, solid pick, I guess. But A overall is the best in my opinion. And let's figure out which one Olivia poured in glass A. Oh, and that is going to be the John J. Bowman. Dang. John J. Bowman, the champion again. I'm not that surprised because I do get a weird like chocolatey note on Bowman, and I got that chocolatey note on A, whereas like B, I just got a lot of like tart green apples, and it was like, it was okay. It just didn't quite match up to the Bowman level of complexity, but overall, really good pick of Blantons. I definitely think this pick is worth like the $50 or $55, $60, however much a Blantons pick should be. I think it's worth it. Are you going to find it for that? No, not at all. But it is really, really nice. I'm a big fan of the nose. It's just that second half of that palette with the tart green apple. That's what made the Bowman win, in my opinion. But overall, really solid pick, really close competition. But Bowman, I guess if there's any takeaway, it's just that John J. Bowman, at least for me, again, this is all based off of my own palate, my own opinions. John J. Bowman stomps Blantons to the ground. It is significantly better than the original stuff. Peak barrel pick, better than that too. That's a wrap for this video though. Please do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. Also, let me know what you guys think about these bottles. If you did a head-to-head or a side-by-side, which one do you prefer? Do you think you've ever had a Blanton single barrel pick that is better than John J. Bowman? Because, I mean, I'm looking for one, or well, I probably should just get a bottle of Blantons for comparison's sake for other stuff, but you know how that goes. Also, check out the Instagram, Facebook, and the Patreon. The link for that is down there below. We appreciate y'all for all your support. Cheers. We'll see you later.